Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today in this video, I want to talk about how to deal with fear in terms of listening to, the news, reading about different conspiracy theories, and just overall uh, anything that wants to instill fear into you, right? I'm going to talk about how to deal with that. Now, here's the thing. Before I talk about how to deal with that, I want to say that some of these things may actually be true. Like you may hear, I'm just going to use an example. There's conspiracies that, there's going to be food shortages coming. There's going to be famine. There's going to be societal collapse, or the power grid may go off, or whatever, man. Like, just when you look at these things, when you hear about them, never say, "Oh, that can't happen," but always understand that a lot of the people that are buying into these conspiracy theories are in a state of fear. And what happens is, when you're in a state of fear, you're easy to control. So those things might actually not happen, but the people, who are so-called in power want to keep you in fear, because when you're in a state of fear, the rational part of your brain isn't, it can't really, you can't really think rationally, right? Because you're in a state of panic, right? Your cortisol's very high, and you're scared, right? That's what it is. But the main thing to really take away is that is to go about your life, but don't be fretting at all times, like, oh, when's the food shortage gonna come? Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that. I gotta start growing my own food. I gotta live on a farm. I gotta do this. I gotta homestead. I need to get ammunition. I need to get this. I need to hide this. What if this happens? Like, that's very troublesome to your spirit, your psyche, and it can really throw you off the rails if you're not aware of what's going on. So I'm not here to say that these things will not occur, or that they're out of the picture in terms of if they happen or not. But the thing to really take in and really hold dear is that you want to live your life, not like expecting those things to never happen, keeping it in the back of your mind, but also just living your life in the present, right? And just doing what you were doing at all times, right? And here's the thing. Here's what I've been kind of thinking about lately. If indeed there are food shortages, or there is famine or war or whatever, digital currency, whatever is on the menu these days, if that's going to happen, I've come to peace with the fact that it's going to happen, and I have no control over it. The biggest thing you can take away here is that you should live your life and understand that whatever happens is not in your control. It's God's will. It really is, right? So it's whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and whether you're prepared for it or not, that's a different story. But here's my take on it, right? Let's say, for example, that there's going to be food shortages and the dollar crashes, and there's everyone's running on the streets, robbing each other, and it's a shit show, killing each other for food, whatever. If that happens, that's a think about it, right? That's a worst case scenario event. So am I going to live my life in the present for the next few years, trying to prepare for a worst case event? Or am I just going to live my life how I am now, without the extra stress, without the fear, without the worry? And if it happens, it happens. And, if I die, I die. But do I want to live like I said, do I want to live my life in fear, I'm gonna go homestead, or I'm gonna go buy a gun, or I'm gonna go grow my own food, or move out to the farms, or and buy gold, or whatever, right? Like all these survival like collapse protocols, basically. Am I gonna do all of that? Because right now, like for me, for example, that if I do that, that's taking away from where I want to go, right? That's a lot of money I'll be spending on things that, like growing my own food, buying ammunition for a rifle, or a handgun, or uh, buying what was I gonna say? Like gold or silver for when like the if the dollar crashes, like that's a lot of money I'm gonna spend on, like, let's say I spend like $10,000 on all of those things over the next 2 years, right? Let's just say, and it never happens, and those events never happen. What a waste of money that would have been. You see what I'm saying? Now maybe I will have learned some skills or whatever, but still, right? If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I don't want to. I don't want to. Now I'm not saying it's a bad idea to prepare, but I'm not going to prepare for a worst case scenario event that may not even occur, right? And that's the thing, and here's another point is that it's weird. It's like God always has a way of proving people wrong. Like people thought the world was going to end in 2012. Um, there's just been so many like future predictions that haven't come to fruition, come to manifest themselves. And the best thing, in my opinion, I may not be right, but I just think the best thing all of us can do is just to live in the moment. If you have the money to maybe prepare and do some stuff like that, go ahead. But if not, I wouldn't sweat it. I wouldn't worry about, like food shortages or things of that nature. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying they can't happen, but I don't want to live my life preparing for something that may or may not even happen, like may not even happen, right? I would rather live my life, do what I'm doing, you know, stick with the habits I'm doing, just live my life basically, not in a state of fear, right? I still know that these things could happen, but I'm not like worried about them. I'm not like dwelling on them, right? And that's the thing. It's you can't let these things interfere with your daily activities. If you're walking around, here's the thing, man, like anything could really happen. You got to think about it. Like you could walk outside and someone could fucking shoot you. Someone could run you over, right? You could be at work and someone could start a fight with you or something, or stab you. Like, dude, there's shit that, like, I mean, we obviously know now with all these shootings that have been happening, anything can happen, man. Like, so you're gonna die anyway. Why don't you just live your life, right? And let me make one last point here. It's important that when you like look at the news and whatever these conspiracy theories, it's good to look at it and say, all right, that might happen. And you never want to count out any possibility, right? There may be like a less probable chance of it occurring. Like the probabilities may be lower, but never discount anything. And the reason I say that is because let's say something like that, like food shortages do come. When they do come, you already have prepared in your mind that, okay, shit, this may happen. So when it does happen, you're not in a state of like disbelief and utter like confusion when it does, like most people will be. You know what I mean? Because if you make up in your mind like, okay, this could indeed happen. I'm not throwing it off the radar. It could happen. And if it does, and when it does, you're gonna be an individual who's like, all right, I've kind of expected this, sort of, it could have happened, and it did happen. And you're not like fretting or like scared, because you're like, all right, you've made peace with it, right? So it's a lot better to sort of like in your mind, like understand that all of these things could happen. And because in the event that they do happen, you're not going to be somebody who's in utter shock, right? So yeah, guys, I mean, it can be tough at times because, you know, you hear everywhere, you know, people predicting this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I've seen so many people, even like YouTube channels, news outlets, people that come on and speak about whatever. They say this is going to happen by this year, by this month, by that, by this week, or next month the gas prices will be this much or this or whatever. And like I said, man, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. It's all in God's divine plan for what God wants to see. So you really can't control it. That's the biggest thing. You can't control it. So yeah, live your life. That's it. That's all you can do, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.